Good morning. I am having my coffee first thing this morning. It's a lean day, so I'm just going to do a small serving of my dairy-free creamer. I haven't been making two different batches for the lean days and for the regular days recently, just keeping it simple and just doing a half serving on lean days. Hey friends, welcome back to another What I Eat in 2 Days video. I'm going to take you along on a couple days of eating. For the month of January, I have been doing 3 lean days a week. So I eat my regular baseline Ketovore diet that's pretty moderate in fat and still high in protein for 4 days out of the week. And then the other 3 days, I do what I call lean days, which is basically I eat the same diet, I just lower the fat. So it ends up being something like fat cycling or calorie cycling because I do end up lower calorie on those days. My main priority on all days, regular or lean days, is to get in all of my protein. And then on both kinds of days, my carbs stay pretty low, somewhere around 10 to 30 grams of carbs depending on the day. So the first day here is going to be a lean day, and usually my lean days come in anywhere between 1,000 and 1,200 calories, sometimes even up to 1,300 calories. I really try to follow my hunger and not try to stick to any specific calorie level, but that's kind of where it ends up when I pick leaner foods on those days. And I do want to emphasize that I don't do more than one lean day in a row. I'm really careful not to let myself get too hungry and to lose weight via starvation. I have found that whenever I have done that in the past, the weight doesn't stay off. It comes right back on as soon as I eat anything. So I'm really careful to eat to hunger. All I do is make sure that my fat is a little bit lower on those days by picking leaner foods, and it kind of helps my body kickstart the weight loss. And the weight that I lose this way without being hungry and starving tends to stay off a whole lot easier, and my body seems to stay pretty happy. But I know that if I were to do more than one lean day in a row, I would probably get too hungry and it would start working against me. One day is plenty enough for me, and then I always follow up a lean day with at least one regular Ketovore day. And the schedule that I've been doing recently is lean days on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And it works out well because I can, if I have something going on a Saturday, I can just switch it to Sunday doing a lean day and have Saturday be a regular day. So I have some flexibility there. I do share a lot more about my diet and like the whys behind what I'm choosing and all that over on my Wellness Wednesday videos. So I will link that playlist up in the cards for you to check out if you're interested in that. But this video is just mostly showing what I eat first on a lean day and then on a regular day. For breakfast, I'm having some leftover tri-tip steak. This is like 3.5 ounces. And then one of my coconut rolls that I showed you guys in my soup and bread of the week video. I just threw it in the air fryer at 325 for about 1 minute, and it crisped it up again so it doesn't have any of that wetness on the top. And that's going to be breakfast.
I hear this.
Yeah, I hear it.
I want to hear this.
Okay, go ahead. Quick, back up, huh?
He just stopped it.
He stopped it?
No, he beeped it up.
He beeped?
No, he beeped it up.
Beeped up?
No, he said beep up.
I think he said back up.
Back up, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just about to run Autumn to work, so I'm going to mix up my electrolyte drink. I am doing strawberry lemonade today. I was wishing for some more of that Massaman pork curry that I made for my soup and bread of the week video. But of course, it's pretty high fat with all the coconut milk and the ghee. But I still had a bunch of the ingredients left over, so I decided to chop a bunch up and make a lean version. It doesn't have all the same ingredients, but I had some of that daikon radish left, and I threw that in there. I didn't put the baby corn in the other one because I had so many other things that it was just going to be too many carbs, but I still I had picked up baby corn because I thought I was going to use it. So I put in just 1 ounce of the baby corn. I just chopped up the pieces tiny, and so it's not a lot. It's just a little bit to add a little bit of variety. And then I took some of the pork loin that I had left over and cut off all the visible fat, so it's super lean. And I had a cup of the chicken broth left, and of course the massaman curry paste. It has a tiny bit of fat in it, but it's very minimal. I just used 10 grams in this small batch, and so 0.25 grams of fat. So I'm letting my veggies soften up a little bit, and then I'm just going to add 1 or 2 tablespoons of coconut milk. So I just have that little bit of the coconut milk flavor, but not enough to add a lot of fat. Some cilantro. I wanted to see exactly how much of the bean sprouts I put on. About 30 grams. All right, some green onion and a squeeze of lime. Oh no, squeezing everywhere. All right, that looks super good. Oh, super good. Puns everywhere. Having my afternoon coffee with another half serving of the dairy-free creamer, and as always, I will link the video to my creamer recipe up in the cards. It's a little after 3 o'clock, and I'm feeling kind of hungry, but it's a little early for me to eat dinner because I know I'll get hungry later if I eat dinner now. So I'm having a snack. I air fried up 2 more of the coconut buns. I am absolutely loving these on lean days. I practically live on them on lean days, it seems like, because there's actually only 0.4 grams of fat per bun. And they're easy to eat, you know, just plain. I don't need anything on them to enjoy them, although they are good with, you know, jam or something on them, but they're good plain as well. So I just am about to run to pick up Autumn from work, and I wanted something in the car to munch on, so I'm going to take these with me. I don't know if I will eat all of this, but I just wanted to take it with me, and I'll eat as much as I need. Just in case you haven't seen the inside texture of these, this is what they look like. They're so soft and fluffy. Absolutely loving these right now. I'm also getting a refill on my electrolyte drink, and I picked mixed berry for my second cup of electrolyte drink for the day. What are you doing under the table?
I'm drinking a drink.
Are you stealing my drink? You little stinker. You little stinker. Aren't you going to leave some for me? Are you going to leave some for me?
No.
You're so mean.
Mine now.
Oh, really? So this is Nili from the future while editing this video, and I thought I would clarify real quick that this video was filmed a little less than a week ago, and it was on the day that I first made the 2-ingredient carnivore crepes. And so you'll see me here trying them for the first time and having fun with the experimenting and all that. I just wanted to clarify so people didn't get confused. The recipe is up now, so if you are wanting to find that, I will link the recipe up in the cards. I have been experimenting this evening with tortillas, crepes, wraps, whatever you want to call them. I have a few iterations here. I'm not going to go over the ingredients because I want to perfect it and then do a dedicated video, but I'm definitely going to be sampling these, so I wanted to show it on this video. But I'm very happy so far with the results I'm getting. Kind of want to try to duplicate an egg life wrap. I am very happy so far with the progress that I've made. They're very pliable and nice. Anyways, so I am going to, I thought what sounded really good actually is putting some allulose and cinnamon together, cinnamon allulose, and then sprinkling them on, sprinkling it on here and then rolling up. So it's like a cinnamon sugar crepe. I thought that sounded really good. And I need to taste all of these. So I think I'm going to like do 1 or 2 of each iteration, and I'll decide which ones I like the best. All right, let's do a little taste test here and show you what the inside looks like. So I used to eat pancakes, like leftover pancakes with cinnamon sugar and butter when I was a kid. And so I'm like having flashbacks to my childhood here. Oh my gosh, that's so good. It tastes just like what I remember the cinnamon sugar pancakes tasting like when I was a kid. Oh, that is so good. I'm really excited, you guys. All right, so I'm going to go sit down and enjoy all of this. And actually, I'm going to make myself a decaf cup of coffee with another half serving of collagen creamer. And I'm really going to enjoy this breakfast for dinner. So look for a video coming soon on these because I am very excited about them, and I will be filming the video hopefully tomorrow. So good. Here's how my calories and macros broke down for the day. I got 1,285 calories total, 178.4 grams of protein, and that came in at 60% of my calories. I got 40.7 grams of fat, that was 30.8% of my calories, and I got 27.3 grams of carbs, and that was 9.2% of my calories. Good morning. It's a regular Ketovore day today, so I am doing a full serving of my creamer mix, and I'm using the mocha one this time. The first thing I was hungry for this morning was more of these egg white crepes. I'm super excited about them, and I wanted to play with the recipe a little bit more before I do the video on it and share it with everybody. I was thinking I will probably film the video, the recipe video, and share that before this video because I know it'll frustrate people if I show these and then don't give the recipe right away. So you may have already seen this recipe, but since this is a higher fat day today, I brushed the crepes with some ghee first and then sprinkled with the allulose stevia blend from Trader Joe's and then a sprinkle of cinnamon and rolled those up, and this is going to be my breakfast. My morning tea is mate lemon green tea. I have been experimenting again this morning. I'm loving the wraps or the crepes that I'm making, and I attempted chips and a couple different ways, and they actually have turned out really, really yummy. So I'm excited to share this recipe. So I've been just doing a lot of tasting this morning. It's kind of hard to figure out exactly how much. I'll try to guess so I can still put it into my carb manager. But that is what my morning has consisted of. I just finished filming my wrap crepe video, and so I have this that I made for the video that I am going to eat for lunch. Inside there's a little bit of turkey, a little bit of roast beef, some tomato, lettuce, Kalamata olives, red onion, and a drizzle of the balsamic. It's an avocado oil balsamic dressing that has 1 carb per 2 tablespoons, and I probably used 1 tablespoon divided on both of these. Afternoon cup of coffee with some dairy-free creamer. This is what I'm having for dinner. It's leftover soup from my soup and bread of the week video. It's the Massaman pork curry. It's so good. I made that lean version yesterday, and it was a very poor substitute for the real thing. The higher fat version is so good. I'm excited to dig into this. I went ahead and counted up my calories, and I was actually pretty low for the day. I tend to find that that's what happens when I am experimenting on an egg white recipe. I snack on it all throughout the day while I'm testing it out, and then I am not hungry for larger meals, and I end up eating pretty low calorie because the food I'm testing is almost no calories and a lot of protein. So I was pretty low on fat and I was pretty high on protein. That was good. But I decided instead of a tea before bed, I would have a decaf coffee with 1 more serving of my collagen dairy-free creamer. Here are my calories and macros for my regular Ketovore day. I got in 1,775 calories, 184.5 grams of protein. That was 43% of my calories. 98 grams of fat, which was 51.4% of my calories, and 23.8 total carbs, which was 5.6% of my calories. So my protein was in a really good place. I love it when it's that high. My fat was a little low for a regular day. I often get more of a 1-to-1 ratio of fat to protein on one of my regular Ketovore days. But like I said, when I am experimenting with an egg white recipe, I tend to eat a little bit less fat. Calories tend to be a little bit lower, and my protein is in a really good place. So that was my What I Eat in 2 Days video. I hope it was helpful for you guys, and I will see you again in another video.